Now, one of Britain's most popular actresses, Jenny Seagrove, is perhaps best known for her long-standing role in the television series Judge John Deed. But away from the cameras, the actress is now taking on a very different role. The Maine Chance Horse Sanctuary was set up by Jenny in 2011 and with the help of an equine specialist has pioneered a form of equine therapy called the trust technique. Based on a mutual understanding between human and horse, the charity has used the technique to establish the Chance for Trust programme, which is being used to support young people suffering from social, emotional or mental health problems. Well, I'm pleased to say Jenny Seagrove is here with me in the studio, and alongside her is the parent of one teenage child who's been visiting the charity for the past 6 months. It's great to have you both in.
Thank you.
Thanks you for coming in. Jenny, first of all, why did you feel so passionately that you had to start this?
The charity itself started back in 2011 out of crisis. I rescued a sanctuary that had gone broke, and I didn't ever want it. I didn't want to run my own sanctuary or anything like that, but it had to be done because an awful lot of animals were going to be put down, and that wasn't right. So we started, and by a series of events, which I won't bore you with, I realised that the Shooting Star Chase Hospice was very close and very, very sick children. So we started to visit them, and then they started to visit us, and I saw the connection between very sick children and horses. And I've always loved animals and horses. And it was really a couple of years ago when Princess Anne started a debate about whether we should eat horses, because every year there are about 7,000 horses just abandoned, and it's shocking, and there's a really bad problem all over the UK, and all the sanctuaries are full up. And so I thought, no, I don't think that horses should be eaten, but I know what she's trying to say because it gives them a value, and if something has a value then you treat it better. And so James French and I put our heads together, and we've come up with Chance for Trust, which is, the idea is to have, ultimately the dream is to have little mini Chance for Trust centres outside every town in the UK, where you'll have 10 or 20 rescued horses, you'll have Chance for Trust practitioners, and you'll have the children, the young people, or maybe even war vets, or anybody who needs, because it doesn't have to be young people, coming, benefiting from working with the horses. And what makes us special, I believe, is that there's quite a lot of equine therapy going on in little pockets all over the place. But what makes us pretty special is that the children benefit and our horses benefit.
All right, okay, if I could turn to you, and I should point out to our viewers that we're not giving your name because we don't want to identify your daughter who's getting some of the treatment from Chance for Trust, but just how has your daughter been helped so far?
She's been coming since March, and when she first came, she experienced a lot of problems with trust. She's had quite a difficult childhood and found it very difficult to trust people. And she's always loved horses, they've been her life. So to find a combination of working with horses has helped her in that she can understand how the horse feels because it reflects her feelings. So the horses that have similar feelings to her will actually come to her. For example, the other day she was just sitting there and with her therapist. They were waiting to see which horse was going to come to her, and one of the horses called Freya came to her because she was experiencing the same feeling our daughter was.
Okay, and your daughter has actually written a statement.
She has, yes.
Put a few words together for us.
We both feel extremely passionate about Chance for Trust.
And what did your daughter say?
Okay, she said, the Chance for Trust technique has helped me a lot because I can now understand how I can help heal horses and myself and others around. Also, when I'm at school and I'm in an unpeaceful state, I get present and it makes everything much easier as I don't react. Therefore, others around won't react as much as they normally do. Being with the horses and using the present moment has helped me establish a special bond with the horse, helping the horse and myself to trust again. I firmly believe that if pet owners and animal lovers were to learn about this technique, then their relationship with their animals would be better.
Right, okay. I mean, Jenny, we all know, or most of us would appreciate, you know, what animals can give us in terms of sort of helping us calm down and making us feel a sense of sort of inner peace. Specifically, how do the horses help human beings in this regard?
There are several things you need to understand. First, I've been told that the limbic centre of the horse, and the limbic centre in mammals is the area that controls the emotions and memories. Of all the mammals in the world, the planet, the horse is the most similar to that of the human. So there's something called limbic resonance. And I've been reading a book about the brain, and when a person is calm and feels safe, the parasympathetic nervous system switches off the fight and flight system, and it switches on the middle ear and the connectivity part of the brain. So when you're what we call getting present with a horse, your thinking levels come right down. The horses come down as well. So for example, you've got a very anxious child who comes and who sits next to the horse, but it's too anxious and the horse moves away. Then you teach the child the trust technique, which is to get in the present moment, to empty your your mind of thoughts, and the horse will come over. And to mindfully regard the horse, which is a term we use, is to be terribly aware on a different level of what the horse is doing. And some horses are so damaged they can't hold the space of no thinking for very long. So you break off, and eventually, when you keep your thoughts at a certain level, the horse will fall asleep next to you.
All right, well, it sounds like a charity that's doing a lot of good work. Ladies, it's great to have you both in. Thanks so much for joining us. Thank you.